Hey all you Shite heads. Today I have my Red Eyes Black Dragon deck profile. And the same with all my other deck profiles. If you think I'm taking too long or you don't want to hear me go on and on about the deck, just go down to the description. All the cards are listed there. Use it as a basis to start your own deck or do whatever you want to do. But without waffling on, let me go ahead and get started. Of course, it is a Red Eyes Black Dragon deck. You're gonna have to run 3 Red Eyes Black Dragon. Fairly easy card to get a hold of. And then you're gonna need to run 3 Black Stone of Legend. One of the most important cards in the deck. It's gonna help you make a lot of plays, help you get the Red Eyes Black Dragons, help you shuffle them back into the deck, add that card back to your hand. 3 of that. I run 1 Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. Like to use him a little bit later in the game. He gets a huge boost from Red Eyes monsters. Run him at 1. I run 1 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Very good card. Lets you easily get back cards, and it's very easy to get out. You just need to tribute 1 dragon type monster you already have to special summon it. I run 1 Red Eyes Retro Dragon. It's not the best card, but it comes in handy here and there. I run 1 Red Eyes Archfiend of Lightning. This is actually a really good card, and it's also can be used on your fusions. It's a Gemini, but once you activate that effect, it comes at good 2 Summon Skull for your fusions. I don't think I've ever actually played a Summon Skull. Just use them for a fusion material and throw them in the grave. Same thing for Meteor Dragon, fusion material. Don't ever use that to play with. 3 Black Metal Dragon. This is great to give your cards a boost and to get a Red Eyes card to your hand after it is destroyed. Easy way to get Red Eyes fusion that way. I run 3 Keeper of the Shrine. Counts as 2 tributes for the tribute summon of a dragon type monster. If you control a dragon type monster and this is in your graveyard and it's destroyed, you can special summon this back at 2100 defense. And if it survives that turn, well, then it's 2 tributes. Very good card to run. And I run 1 Lord of the Red. It's a Red Eyes deck. Might as well run him, and he's fun as hell to use. And you can use the other cards to say add a Red Eyes card to your hand to get his spell or to get him. I don't run a lot of traps. I run 1 Return of the Red Eyes. Oh, I'm sorry about that. 2 Return of the Red Eyes. I run 1 Red Eye Spirit. And 1 Dimensional Prison. You can swap that out for something better. Something more expensive if you want. I don't have really anything better to put in its place. But I might change that in the future. And then you run quite a bit of spells in the Red Eyes deck. 3 Red Eyes Fusion. This is what makes the deck so powerful. Red Eyes Fusion. And the stone, and the Red Eyes Stone. I run 2 Red Eyes Insight. Red Eyes Insight lets you send a Red Eyes monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard and add 1 Red Eyes spell or trap card from the deck to your hand, except this one. It's really good. You can add a fusion or whatever else you need to. I run 2 Inferno Fire Blast, which is great. You know, just a big chunk of burn damage. Target 1 face-up Red Eyes Black Dragon you control, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original attack. What's really great is when you use Red Eyes Fusion and get a big-ass fusion monster, its name becomes Red Eyes Black Dragon. So you can Inferno Fire Blast for around 20 or 3,200 on average. I run 2 Claw of Hermos. That is for the Red Eyes Black Dragon Sword fusion cards that I run, which makes your fusions massive. I run 1 Dragon Shrine to send dragon cards to the graveyard. I run a Mini Guts. I just think it fits really well in this deck and can usually cause a ton of damage. I usually wait and use my Mini Guts for win. I use a Dragon's Mirror since this is a fusion deck. And if you really need that fusion and you have no other way of getting it, you can always use a Dragon's Mirror and banish a few things and get your fusion. I only need to run 1 Polymerization in this deck, thanks to things like Dragon Mirror and Red Eyes Fusion. 1 Poly is all you normally need. I run a Silver's Cry to get those normal monsters back out, those Red Eyes Black Dragons. I run a Red Eyes Transmigration for my Lord of the Red. And a 1-for-1 to get the stones. That does it for spells, traps, and monsters. Now, let's move on to our extra deck, the real strength of this deck. I run a 5-headed dragon. You know, if I use my Dragon's Mirror and I'm in a bad situation, you can almost always get a 5-headed dragon at 5,000. I run the first of the dragons, just 2 normal monsters. It's difficult for a lot of people to get around and can also pull you out of a tight spot. Now here comes the Red Eyes Black Dragon Sword. You can equip that to one of your dragon type monsters. It's going to get a big boost, and then it's going to get boost for dragons in the graveyard. You do that using the Claw of Hermos. Very good. I really like that card in this deck. I run 2 Meteor Black Dragons. Don't use them that often, but they're good, and it's a target for the Red Eyes Fusion. I run 1 Meteor Black Comet. Again, Red Eyes Fusion target. It's a very good card. But what I really prefer to use is the Archfiend Black Skull Dragon. In my opinion, that's the better one. A lot of people don't agree with that, but I think it's a better card. I think it's a much better card. Your opponent can't really do anything when you're attacking, and when you destroy something and send it, they're going to take damage. They're going to take damage just everywhere with that card. It's a good card. Now I run these 2 with each other. This is 2 level 7s, so that's 2 Red Eyes Black Dragons. You can remove a material, negate attack, special summon an Odd Eyes monster from your graveyard. Ignore that part, not the important part. When it is destroyed, you can special summon 1 Odd Eyes monster from your extra deck. And then I use that effect to get Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. With Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon, you can special summon, when this card is special summoned, you can target 1 face-up monster in attack position that your opponent controls, return it to the hand. So if they manage to get around your Odd Eyes Absolution, boom, it's destroyed. Special summon an Odd Eyes Vortex, return that monster back to their hand. It's a good little combo when you need to wait and destroy. I run 2 of the Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragons. It's the same thing, 2 level 7s. Cannot be destroyed by card effect while it has Ixie's material. When this card has Ixie's material, each time your opponent activates a card or effect, inflict 500 points of damage to your opponent immediately after it resolves. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach 1 Ixie's material from this card, then target 1 Red Eyes normal monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Very good card. Comes in handy a lot. Now we do have some 4-stars in here, so I do run 1 Dark Rebellion Ixie's Dragon. It's a good card. My friend thinks it sucks. I don't think it sucks. I think it's a good card. Make a big monster real easy. It's also still a dragon. And then I run 1 number 11 Big Eye. This is a really good card. It's 2 level 7, so 2 Red Eyed Black Dragons. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card, then target 1 monster your opponent controls. Take control of that monster. This card cannot attack the turn this effect is activated. What I really like about this deck is you can fusion for big monsters and big plays, and then if that's not working out for you, you can get level 7s, your Red Eyes Black Dragons, and make Xyz monsters, and good ones at that. This is easily one of my favorite decks to play with. My friends don't like it because it just does really well, and it does a ton of burn damage, so it leaves people with a salty taste. But like I said, I really enjoy playing it. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you're new around here, go and unsubscribe. And I will see you guys on the next video. Take it easy, and don't forget, Red Eyes Black Dragon, fuck shit up, dog.